Oh, that's cool.
Hey, Lex. What you drawing?
I'm drawing a woman. I just need to draw her body, her hair, her nose, and her pet cat.
Well, aren't you forgetting her eyes?
Yeah?
Well, why aren't you going to draw some eyes? Well, how's she supposed to see?
How do you see?
Well, it's kind of hard to just describe it to you. So let's draw a little picture, or a diagram, okay? Gonna draw a big circle for the eye, just like this. We're gonna add a little bump on the front. That's gonna be our cornea. The cornea is the clear part of your eye. Almost forgot. This right here is the optic nerve. It acts as a cable, and it sends the message from the eye to the back of the brain. This little pit right here, this is the fovea. And right above it, that's the macula. That's where all your vision comes from. This is the home of only cones, where around the peripheral, or the outside of the fovea, are the rods. And the rods see only low light vision. Like at nighttime. There's not that much light, but you can still kind of see just a little bit.
Whereas with cones, you can see details and colors, like reading a book.
Let's draw our iris. This is the colored part of your eye. Everyone has a different colored part of their eye. And it's actually a muscle, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then right here, we're going to make a hole. A hole in the middle of the iris.
Is that the pupil?
That is the pupil. But it's really the hole that goes into your eye. But something does stop it.
What?
This is your lens, directly behind. This is controlled by the ciliary muscles, which you're going to draw in pink right here and right here. These muscles, when they stretch and relax, it makes it so you're able to focus on things far away or close up.
Now let's add in an object that we can look at. How about a tree?
Here we have our tree. Now this is the cool part, how we actually see. A beam of light is called a photon. We need light to see. So when these beam of lights come down and hit the object, the tree gets reflected into the eye. It passes through the cornea, the clear part, the pupil, which is surrounded by the iris.
Cool.
Super cool. Then the lens. The cool part is that once it hits the lens, this picture of the tree flips upside down and goes to the back of the eye. So the leaves would be down here.
How come we don't see upside down?
Well, it's a little hard to explain because it deals with the back of the brain and how it interprets the picture. But we can do an experiment just to make sure, okay?
Okay.
All right. First, I'm going to hold you upside down and see what you can see. Then maybe we'll try something a little bit different, okay?
Okay.
Let's go. Ears for the tip?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, let's do this.
Alright.
How's this?
Upside down?
What about this?
Shaking upside down.
All right. So what does that mean? Do we see upside down or right side up?
Right side up.
And that's because when we turned you upside down, everything was...
Upside down.
All right, then let's sit down and get back to the eye. The reason that we can see is because of the retina. The retina is this part all along here. This right here, that's the fovea and the macula. Everything else around it, those are the rods. When the picture flips on the back of the eye, boop, it excites the cells. From light energy, it creates an electrical impulse, which means that the light energy is transformed into that electrical impulse. And what it means to excite the cells is that they kind of build up and build up and build up. And then when they're ready, they shoot out their signal. Then, when the cells are excited, they shoot off their signal. And it travels down the optic nerve to the back of the brain. The back of the brain is called the occipital lobe. This is where we actually understand vision. It talks to other parts of the brain to understand what it's really seeing. This right here is a bunch of crayons. Your eyes don't really know that. They can just see, well, this is a line right here. This color is just a little bit lighter than this color here. But our brain associates that this is a blue crayon and this is a purple crayon. Well, that's how you can see. Now, why don't you draw some eyes?
Okay.